Tory Lanez claimed he knocked out August Alsina for not dapping him up. What up, world? It's your boy Charles Brown back again with another Talking Facts. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit that notification bell. Okay, so August Alsina is saying that Tory Lanez came up and gave him the gumbo with like 8 securities. I'm going to read what August Alsina said about Tory Lanez. I'm going to read some of these because there's a lot of tweets. I'm not going to read them all, but he put a lot of information out about Tory Lanez, and we're going to talk about it, all right? So August Alsina says, as I'm exiting the building after the show last night, a 4'11" leprechaun ran down on me with 8 security, whom I greeted each individually upon their walk up as they tried to press me. Whole time, I'm 1 deep, no security. Tory continues to ask with a broken ego why I didn't dap him up. I go on to tell him I was a fan of him and didn't understand him speaking on my business publicly in the past because I didn't know him or never met him until last night. So when he spoke, it caught me off guard because of his past actions. I assumed he didn't like me, that's all. Not to mention, with my history of health and condition, just recently overcoming being paralyzed, my doctor directed me not to compromise my health while out on the road and shaking less hands as possible due to corona and monkeypox. I don't know if you can catch monkeypox from handshaking, but let's continue. Never any disrespectful words were exchanged, so I was a bit confused as somehow he turned himself up with anger after hitting a blunt laced with cocaine, obviously. I heard the fizzle. And he snuck me when I turned my head to move to the side amongst all of his angsty moving and to keep an eye on the endless dudes that was with him surrounding me, which was security and some dude with a gun tucked, whom he then proceeded to run behind and hide to run back in the building. There was never a fight, simply an assault. Dude has no real friends and is on a crash out mission. With that said, I was going to keep it a G and not come on the net, but you moving with foul intent, feeding fantasies to blogs, looking for a moment, because them moments ain't happening on stage for you. I will assist you in that gracefully. I will assist you in that gracefully. His people put the whole thing on camera, put the footage out. I'd like to see it. Anyway, let me go clean this blood off my face. So basically, August Alsina is saying that Tory gassed himself up off of him not dapping him up. Now, some of these stories are similar to what I believe Tory crew was saying. I don't know who said it, but somebody from that crew, because it had to be somebody from either one of them crews. And August Alsina didn't put the story out first, so it had to be Tory's crew that said he ignored him, he wouldn't dap him up when he went to shake his hand, and it made him mad. So let me just say this. There's a lot to unpack right here. First of all, the story is that it's all around, both of them saying it's about him not dapping him up. So what we going to first take from that, if a man wants to fight you for not dapping him up, in the first place, let's just start there. That is small ego. That is a person who has something going on inside their self, right? We all get it. When someone doesn't dap you up, it's disrespectful. It feels like they don't respect who you are. They don't like you per se, right? And someone that you feel is on your level, or you may have liked them going in, and you go up to reach out to them, it hurts. It hurts when they don't show you back that love. It's like love. They didn't show you back that love. So I get that part. When you want to get upset that someone didn't dap you. But by both accounts, he was punched for this. And I'm feeling like if you got to punch a man because he didn't shake your hand, it's something going on inside of you. Right? In a bigger man world, in a world where you stand on your laurels and you live in an era of respect for yourself and respect for other people. If someone don't want to adopt your hand, that's their prerogative. This is my thing. People always want people to keep it a buck. They always want you to keep it a G. They always want you to be real. August Alsina apparently said, nah, I'm not rocking with you because of the freestyle, what you said about my business. Now, it's a million people talking about August Alsina business. He going to be mad at everybody that had a comment? Let's be real. This is a freestyle. A freestyle is supposed to say the most shocking rhymes, the most relatable punchlines. So it's not personal. So let's just start with this August Alsina being mad about the punchline. It's a punchline in a rap song. He doesn't hate you. He's not trying to disrespect you. You made the world. You made it your business when you the one to put it out there. This is my thing. August can't put this information out there and be like, "How you want to comment on my business?" You the one started it. No one knew about it till you made the song and you made whatever else you did in regards to this woman. It was you. She may have hinted at having a thing going on with some young guy, but no one knew it was you till you said it. So for you to get mad at him making you a rap punchline is absolutely ridiculous to me. For you to have a problem with him, that's something you could have said and still dapped him up, because it's not an angry thing. It doesn't hate you. There's no reason for you to hold your hand back. It shows emotion. And this whole character, this thing, is two guys full of emotions. And this whole thing with August Alsina, with this lady, Jada Pinkett, was all emotions. Like the entire situation was trumped up, super over the top emotions, where a guy had to make a song and do all this stuff and da da da. That's the problem in the first place. It was an emotional mistake to get in a relationship with the lady in the first place. This is a man's wife you're dealing with. So it was already messed up from the jump. Now you mad at Tory for putting it in a punchline. It's a punchline, bro. You the butt of many people's punchline. Many comedians have an August Alsina joke or two lined up. Already said them all. And about 2 years ago, bro, it was nothing but jokes about you. So you're talking about an old freestyle to a guy that does freestyles for a living. That's part of his job. But at the end of the day, you got the right to not dap him. August Alsina doesn't have to dap anybody, especially if his immune system is compromised. But I guarantee you, the doctor would have been like, don't do nothing. If your immune system is compromised, don't go to no shows. Did you have a mask on? I'm trying to, let me look at the picture. Because he has a picture of him with the bloody mouth. I don't see no mask on. So you can't use the excuse of an immune deficiency or trying to shake less hands. You're out in public with no mask on. You're out in public with fans anyway. You're doing shows anyway. So how is that keeping you safe from getting sick or getting any type of diseases, monkeypox? How are you? You just said you're in a space with mad people, with 8 security guards are able to walk up on you. If you're that sick, you wouldn't be there. So let's not play the victim this much. Like it's a little bit much of a victim. Like it's going a little bit far. I get it that Tory Lanez did it was a what do you call it? A small man's complex, right? Little man complex, right? I get that. And you're making it clear that that's what you feel it was when he snuck you, right? But you know that this guy has a propensity for violence. So to be in a situation to get snuck by him, first of all, and this is my thing, right? If you're going to stand on your laurels, and I'm not going to shake his hand for this and that and the third, and you know that he's a guy that doesn't play fair, he probably was going to sneak you. You had to know that when you didn't dap his hand up. So this was that important to you to catch that beating, right? My opinion, if I'm going to catch a beating, it got to be something really serious. If it's a guy that is known for lumping people just for not shaking his hand, just for the smallest thing, and I'm gonna decide this stuff is that important that I'm not gonna dap him up, then I probably am gonna expect that we're gonna catch a fade. I'm not gonna turn my head to him. I'm not gonna turn my back to him, right? And I'm definitely not gonna sit there and watch him smoke a blunt. And if you're saying it's cocaine, and I'm not gonna sit there and let him do that while I'm still caught up by these guys, right? At this point, a scene needs to be made. I need help me out. Whatever you feel you need to do. Whereas, in my opinion, it's not that serious. You could have just dapped him. You could have gave him the fist bump. So putting in there about on my immune deficiency, so you would have dapped him up if he didn't say the joke, right? So I'm confused. So it's like my thing is, I think August is playing a little bit of the victim with this, and I don't feel like, right? My thing is, I don't feel like dudes should be getting snuffed in this day and age. When you know what's on and you got beef, your eyes should be on everything that he's doing. It shouldn't be nowhere else. Everything. It shouldn't be he snuck me, rocked me. Like your whole thing is busted. You still didn't dispute the fact that He hit you by himself. I don't see nothing about he got jumped. He said he sucker punched him when he tried to walk away. Right? I don't see nothing about where's all this with the eight. What does that matter? That is a security. What does it matter that it's a security's guard? I'm just curious. I know it heightens the situation. It makes you nervous. You mentioned the guy had a gun. It makes you, all of that makes you scary, right? All of that makes you nervous. But at the end of the day, it's you and that man, face to face, right? In no situation should he be able to sneak you. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. A security guard, they can sneak you all day. Like, yeah, I can understand that. But this guy's face to face with you, telling you he got beef. He takes a pull off a blunt, according to you. Then that means he had to put the blunt down, ball his fists up, and duff you. So it sounds like either you're not prepared for this situation, right? Or you're exaggerating. I feel like, yeah, Tory gets in a lot of fights. And he's with the action. And if you decide you got beef with him, you need to be with the action. Or don't have beef with him. Right? My whole thing is, we already know what he's going to do. We don't know what you're going to do in this situation, because if you let a dude one-on-one snuff you, even though he got 8 security guards, this kind of low-key your own fault. And I understand that this is assault, right? And I understand that his team put it out first, right? And I understand that you're retaliating because you want the word. You did the right thing. You did the right thing. You put your story out there, and you made it clear that you weren't ready for the altercation and you didn't look for the altercation. I understand that. But taking the picture in the elevator, which you slumped, that means somebody else had to take this picture, which you slumped with the mouth bleeding, you in the corner of the elevator. This wasn't some random person took that. You posted that. So that means you staged that. You was like, hold on, take this picture. I'm a slump in the corner. I'm sure you wasn't slumped in that corner like that when they took that picture. I'm sure you had to gather yourself, then slump in the corner like that, and then they take the picture, right? So this is looking for attention. Let me read what Tory Lanez wrote on his story. I don't know what everybody's talking about, but I've been in the studio. I'm not in anything negative. I've been working on myself and being a better person. And he has 3 angel emojis. That is hilarious. That's funny as hell. The simple fact that he's saying that is hilarious, because he, for one, doesn't want to incriminate himself. But for 2, he's making light of the situation, right? The simple fact of the matter is August is blaming him for wanting more publicity. This ain't the kind of publicity that I would think a person would want that's on trial for gun possession and shooting someone, right? I don't think this is the kind of publicity. So I'm going to chalk it up and say August is a drama king, right? I don't think these guys jumped him in any kind of way. I think Tory duffed on him and walked away because he saw that he wasn't going to do nothing. And when the story came out, he was like, yes, now I can freaking go nuts and make this guy into the villain. But at the end of the day, there is no villain in this story. You chose the path that you wasn't going to dap him up, and he chose to press you about it on some ghetto stuff, and you folded, and that's what happened. And I know you got a lot of issues and immune system issues, and you were paralyzed, and I wish you the best. I hope you get better. I'll pray for you. And I definitely mean I'm dead serious. But the simple fact of the matter is you cannot play a ghetto game but then try to expect suburban consequences. You're playing a ghetto game with a ghetto dude. He wrote a rap about you. You didn't like it, so you acted out when you saw him. So this is what happens. Let me know what y'all think in the comment about this. Is this like a play, a drama king play, or does he really have a case of assault? Let me know what y'all think. CLBMG.com. Go check that out. Got some new gear over there. CLB the machine. The gear's starting to take off. We got the Red Dawn. We got the Dark Sun. All those different designs. More things coming to come. New England Music Seminar. October 1st is going to be crazy. We got some great legends in the building. Craig G. My guy Extra P, Large Professor, a couple other people, Keith Shockley, just an all-star cast. Make sure you get your tickets. I'm going to see you there. I'm going to catch y'all on the flip side. Peace.
CLB.